Hello everyone and welcome to another hands-on tech video about Microsoft 365. On today's episode, I want to show you how you can upload an image to a Microsoft Lists image column using Power Automate. So recently I wrote a blog post explaining where Microsoft Lists images are stored in 2024. Things have changed a bit since Microsoft Lists introduced this type of column. In the past, images were being stored in the site assets library, but recently Microsoft changed this behavior and now they are added to the list item as a hidden attachment. But if you want to learn more about this change in detail, I have it explained in this blog post that you can find on my Hands-on Lists blog. So let's see how we can upload the image to the image column using Power Automate. I will create a very basic flow just to explain you the process. Then you can take what I'm explaining in here and adjust it to your own needs. And the first thing that we will do, instead of using an automated flow, let's use the Instant Cloud Flow. This will give us the possibility to manually trigger the flow and test everything while I'm creating the flow. Still not very familiar with the new designer, still prefer the old layout, so switching back to the old one. And the first thing after the manual trigger flow that I will do is create the item in the list itself. And the list is located on my Project X website and it's called products. And as you can see, it does not display the field for the image, even though it exists. And I will show you how the list looks like before we add actually content to it. So let me open the list in a new tab and you will see that the list has the title column and the image column next to it. But when we go to Power Automate, there's no image column available. So the only thing that we have here is the actual title, but that's fine. We will sort things out and we will find a way to put our image into the list. So let's create the item. And here I will type the title, Microsoft Sculpt Keyboard. It's my favorite keyboard of all time. And then let's add another action. And here we will use the get file content using path from SharePoint. And to make this work, I already have the images hosted on SharePoint. You can do this in a different way and upload the image first to a known location, but well, I'm doing it this way, assuming that the image already exists inside of Microsoft 365. In the Project X first. And now it's in my site assets. And it's this sculpt image. All right, so we get the content of the file, and the next thing that we need to do is add an attachment to the list. So we will add the file as an attachment to the item that we just created above. Here we will get the ID from the item we've created. We will provide a name for this attachment. This is not relevant as the attachment is not the main thing that we are focused about. It's what we really want is the image in the image column, but I will call it sculpt. And now in the file content, we will use the body from the get file content using path. And the next thing that we need to do is send an HTTP request to SharePoint using the REST API. And in here, what we have to do again is connect to the Project X site. The method that we will use is a post, and I already have the method in here, but I will explain it to you. Let me just paste this. This basically is making a post to this list, and I usually use the list ID. I rather prefer doing that instead of the list name because of spaces in the name of the list or the rename of the name of the list. So I always use the list ID, and then what I'm doing here is getting the ID from the create item, and this is the item that I will be modifying. So we just quickly need to fill the headers, and here we will do a merge, and if it matches, then asterisk. So this ensures that we are modifying the item, we are updating the item, and what we need now to do is to fill the body with all the details that we already had. So in this case, we only have the title configured, and what we will need to do is use this code in the body, and in the title you will have to place the same value you added at the top in here in the create item, otherwise you will end up without that item. And in the image, what you will have to do is type this format with the file name followed by the name that you gave to your attachment. And this will make you then the image visible in the image column. This is how you now write to an image column using the API. This is what is actually stored inside of the image column if you go and look to the behind the scenes of your list. So this completes the flow. And the last thing that we need to do is save it and now test it. All right, let's manually trigger this, execute it, and in just a few seconds we should have our content in here. It's empty, flow is running, it was executed already successfully, and now if we refresh this page, we should see our product with the title and the image. And here it is. This is the image that we just uploaded, and it's added to the image column. The only thing that will be different when you use the Power Automate when compared with the interface that Microsoft provides is that now you see the attachment that is in the image column. With the user interface from the browser, when you upload the image, the attachment gets hidden. I wasn't able to figure out yet how to do that, but well, this is the only difference that you will notice, and at least you will see the image visible in the column. Hope you like this video. If you want to see more tips and tricks like this one, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe also to the blog, as I publish a lot of content about Microsoft Lists, SharePoint and Microsoft Teams in my blogs. And see you next time. Bye-bye.